Just imagine for a moment, you have a very bad tenant, who doesn't pay on time, you are always arguing with him, then suddenly you decide enough is enough, you give him notice to leave, but he ignores. Then you call police, congratulations. You not only moved the bad tenant out, but you also caught the most wanted scammer of the India at that time, that scammed a total $3 billion, from common young people like you and me. This is the story of Speak Asia Online that at one time, were the investment option, for all young Indians. But it was nothing but another Ponzi scheme. Let's see how it earned and managed to work against the Indian authorities. Ram Nawaz Pal, a resident of Badshahnagar in Shahjahanpur district of Uttar Pradesh, was born on December 31, 1971 in a family of farmers. He dropped out of his BSc course in 1991 and joined the Indian Air Force as airman, but was later caught for being a deserter. In 2008, he had the idea of starting the scheme named Speak Asia Online. At that time, he held a master's degree in marketing management. He collaborates with his brother, Ramsumaran Pal, who has banking experience, to establish the company. Speak Asia Online is registered in Singapore, possibly to give the impression of legitimacy and avoid Indian regulations. In 2009 to 2010, Speak Asia Online begins operations, initially targeting middle-class investors in India. They use a low initial membership fee of 11,000 rupees and promise high annual returns of 52,000 rupees for completing simple online tasks like filling surveys. The company employs aggressive marketing tactics, including celebrity endorsements and testimonials, to attract new members. Speak Asia Online rapidly expands its reach, opening offices and recruiting agents across India. As you know, the fees were the main source of income for them, but remember the way they made money and scammed people was, because they were a Ponzi scheme. In simple words, you pay them fees, and the profit you get is from the fees of other people like you. So, you were given money from someone, not the profit of your investment. Now see this as a pyramid, you will realize that people like you are at the bottom of the pyramid, and the Pal brothers are at the top. So, they get the most profit in the end. Members were encouraged to purchase worthless e-learning products for expensive prices. This further contributed to the profits of the scheme. The main source of funding is not just membership fees, or selling worthless products, but it is recruiting new targets. Paying commission, to those members who bring in new members, and then same goes for new members. Creating a pyramid of all this and only the top one to receive all the profit. Which were these brothers? It is understandable that common people like you and me will get to paid a small amount and get fooled, but what about the investors with so many years of experience and investing many times more money than your fees? Speak Asia Online falsely claimed to have contracts with multinational companies for conducting surveys. This lie helped them attract more investors and generate additional revenue. The estimated number of members for the scheme at its peak was 2 million. Now if the initial fees 11,000, then the total revenue they generated 22,000 crores rupees, which was equal to $3 billion. It is also found that they had over 900 rupees crore to Singapore. The money was sent from India to the banks in Singapore and from there to Dubai, Italy, and UK. Doubts and suspicions about Speak Asia Online begin to emerge. Some investors question the legitimacy of the scheme and the sustainability of the promised returns. Even though they were fooled one time doesn't mean it can be done again. Media reports highlight the potential for fraud and highlight the lack of transparency surrounding the company's operations, which also made their members restless about their savings. Then the same thing happened, which happens to all the Ponzi schemes. Instant withdrawal. Many of the members began requesting to withdraw the money. But how can they return all the money when it was never there at the beginning? Soon the investigation started, and just like any fraudster, they ran away. Ramsumaran Pal was arrested in 2015. Ram Nawaz Pal rented at Bungalow in Bangalore for 6 months. The same story we talked at the beginning. Because he failed to pay his rents, his owner called the police to evict him. That's how he was caught. It is interesting to note that the mastermind of the 2,200 rupees crore Speak Asia scam was defaulting on a monthly rent of 22,000 rupees. Both are now facing trials in India. Speak Asia Online went up really fast and then came crashing down. This teaches us a clear lesson: when someone promises quick and easy money, it makes people unsure, breaks trust, and ends up causing a big financial disaster for many. Use this story as a guide. Always make sure to do research, spread out your investments, and focus on understanding money matters to safely handle the sometimes risky world of investing.